Hello, hello, hello. I am Alucard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And today's review is the Studio Series 86 animated movie, Jazz. And as you can see, there he is in front of us, along with his packaging. So before we get into Jazz, we shall take a look at his packaging. At typical Studio Series packaging we've seen with a lot of the Studio Series figures. Great image of Jazz there. 8601. Studio Series, Autobot Jazz, The Transformers, the movie, Transformers, Generations, Takara Tomy, Transformers, the movie on the top. On the side, another great image of Jazz, just like on the front. On the other side, up close image of Jazz, Studio Series, 8601. On the bottom, all kinds of different wording. And then on the back, we have our typical product shots that we see on every packaging. Come to expect it all the time now. Big screen inspired. Let's see, Moonbase 1 Destruction. You can see here is a short little bio. So if you want to read that, it's in multiple languages. Warning, in all multiple languages there, more words and stuff. And it shows us that this also has a backdrop, which I will bring out in his robot mode. So, now that the packaging is out of the way, we shall bring in Jazz. Let me readjust here. Alright. And as you can see, there's one slight difference on this Jazz than we see in the original G1 cartoon and the animated movie from 1986, and that is the number on the side. And I think for legal reasons they had to change it. I believe it was a number 4, so they just did 14 in order to get away with it. But here is Jazz. Rolls very nicely. Excellent paint. Love the red on the bottom here for the bottom of the bumper. I'm guessing those are either headlights or turn signals. Here, picked out in gray. Kind of hard to see a little bit, but Autobot symbol there. Nice blue, red pinstripe going all along the top. On the side, nice silver for the rims. Number 14. On the back, you can kind of figure out where his robot mode feet are. Great spoiler. Love that spoiler. And same thing on this side as we saw on the other side. On the bottom, you can kind of see how he folds up. But yeah, great figure. It's one of my favorite renditions of Jazz that we have gotten in the official line. I know there was the Generations Jazz. There was the Combiner Wars Jazz or Power of the Primes Jazz. I can't remember which one. And those were nice, but it just didn't feel like my Jazz. My Jazz is that classic Porsche design from 1984 to 86 and beyond. And this we got right here perfectly. I wish this is what we got when I was a kid. But without the original toys, we wouldn't be at the point we are at now. So he only comes with one accessory, and that's his gun. And here is his gun, decked out in silver. Great sculpting for his blaster. So really digging that. Got different pegs here, and then peg on the bottom for his hand, and this can actually go on the top. So you can either plug it in like this, or plug it in like this, or plug it in like this. And that's our weapon storage. But that is it for vehicle mode, so let's take him to robot mode. And to start with, we'll pop open the doors. As you can see, the doors just plug into the sides of the arms right here. So pop open that one, pop open that one. And then we will separate all of this. So you want to separate from the back here, and there we go. So, and it's on a double hinge, but when you bring it together, there's two spots here that will plug in to these right here. So for now, we will just bring that out of the way like that, and we will start with the legs. So for the legs, we're going to separate them. Then we want to bring it down like this, and it should plug in. So it's going to plug in. This is going to plug in right there. And you want to, and then we will spin this around, and this I usually have a difficult time getting to spin all the way around. There we go. Bring his foot out. All right. There's that one, and same thing on the other side. We'll bring that, bring his foot around, and we will rotate this just like that. And there are his legs all done. So let's come up a little bit here. Now, for this, we want to rotate these out on both sides. And I just kind of move the arms out of the way like a bit. So, and then on the top here, what I do is I push in right here, and that'll bring this up, and then we can bring the head up. And oh, I missed a step. So before we bring everything else around, we want to spin this piece around like this, and then we will bring this all down, and that is going to sit like that. Bring the arms back, and for the back here, we want to, we'll bring the doors down because it makes it easier, but we want to rotate this like this. And then what I typically do is I bring it in just like, there we go, just like this. Rotate his arms, bring out his hands, rotate on this side, bring out the hand, and there we go. And we are all done. And there is Jazz in his robot mode. And I like it. Let me come back down. I really like that. Looks great. Definitely the Jazz that I'm used to seeing. So we shall come in and take a look at his head. Great head sculpt. Definitely what I like to see for Jazz. Excellent blue for his visor. Silver for his face. And then black on his helmet, head, whatever you want to call it. Again, you can see all that same details from vehicle mode, so definitely great to see that. Now we've got blue here that we're seeing, silver on his shins, if you want. Yeah, his shins, and then silver for his feet. So again, looks amazing. Now articulation, head is on a ball joint, so spins all the way around. Get a little, he looks up, not too far. Oof. So he looks down, but it kind of breaks the scalp. There we go. Looks down about that far. Arms go out this far, and they will move out a little more because of those tires, or because of the transformation joint. We've got bicep swivel. We've got just over 90 degrees on the elbow. Hand does not move. It is stationary, but it moves in and out because of the transformation. We've got a waist joint, which even with that in like that, it does move very well. Well, keep your head up, Jazz. So, very nice. Legs go out that far, so not nearly a full Van Damme. We've got a thigh swivel. We've got just under 90 for the transformation, but if you were to untab it, then you'd get a bit more. So that'll give you that. No upward, downward on the whole foot, but the toe you can move up and down, and then we do get an ankle tilt. So not bad articulation. Again, I'm very happy with it. It's what I like to see for a Jazz figure, especially for the 1986 movie. Now we'll bring in his gun, and he holds his gun just like that. You can have it any way you want. Get a great spot for him shooting, or him just sitting stationary with it. Well, excellent with all that. And if you didn't want him holding it, you could always use this same spot to store it, just like that. So it's there if you want to use it for storage. You got that option, and hey, what's wrong with options, you know? Always nice to have different options for what you want to do with your display. Now, let's bring in our little display, and here's our display. Raise up a bit more. So there's our display, and you can see it's Moonbase 2, I believe. A Moonbase 1. Moonbase 1. We can put Jazz right there, right in the middle of Moonbase 1. So, excellent option for displaying him. I personally don't use the display stand. I'm very limited on room. But if you got the room, you got the option for it. So, always great to have an option. So there is Studio Series 1986 movie Jazz. I hope you enjoyed this review. Before we go, I picked this up at Walmart. They've been showing up. I was actually very happy to find them because my Walmart had a wave in. They sold out quickly. I had missed it. About a week later, they got another wave in, and boom, there he was. So check your stores, check Walmart's, Targets. If you still have it, Toys R Us. But he is showing up everywhere. And I'm looking forward to when they start doing another wave of Studio Series figures. So I'm really happy with the 1986 movie Studio Series so far. Looking forward to more. And again, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, comment, subscribe. I've been Alucard Night Raven. I hope you have a good day, a good weekend, and a good week.